Mr. Jafar Hussain, Honorable President of the Institute, Honorable past Presidents of the PAC, Council members, colleagues, dear friends, Honorable parents, and above all the young chartered companies. Assalamu alaikum. It is a great honor for me, and I am really grateful to Jafar sir for inviting me here and letting me have this opportunity to meet everyone here. And as I said, especially the newly qualified young chartered accountants who are really the future of our nation, our country, and above all our profession. I witnessed this moment of my life precisely 30 years ago. It was March 1989 when my final examination took place and the result was announced sometime in this part of the year in the month of July. I remember a year later in 1990. And having spent these 3 decades in the professional life, honestly speaking, today I can confirm that being a chartered accountant is something of a greater pride for me in comparison with whatever I have done in these 30 years. I have been, alhamdulillah, a managing director of a large organization for good 15 years out of these 3 decades. A company now having a turnover, mashallah, of 40 billion rupees. And for the last 3.5 years, I am trying to run a business where I am the major shareholder. And all these so-called achievements, honestly speaking, are not as big as what I had achieved 30 years ago and what you all are, mashallah, achieving today. So Mubarak again to all of you, to the parents, to the families, to the teachers, and everyone here. This is the turning point of your lives, and inshallah you all will grow and will see a different spell of your life from today onwards, inshallah. Success in life can be measured in different ways. As somebody mentioned while introducing myself, that I have turned into an entrepreneur from being a professional. Honestly speaking, the real success is can be measured in different ways, but the number of people whose lives are changed or affected as a result of your efforts, in my view, is a larger measure of success in comparison with the wealth you have accumulated or the assets you have built in your life. So try to always bring change in lives of people around you. You people are starting from a high pedestal. Wherever you are going to go in the organizations, whatever position you are going to take from the day one, people parallel to your position in different departments of the organization would have spent maybe over a decade to get to the level you will be starting from. So you people are going to be the leaders from the beginning of your career, mashallah. And therefore you have a responsibility to influence people, to look after your family, and you are going to be a leader. And mind you, a leader emerges from within. Leader never gets imposed. Some people say that some sort of climate group can also impose leaders, but that is beside our agenda today. And in an organization where you all are going to be a part of, you, as I said, are going to be a leader of your team. I have been asked to share my experience and share whatever lessons I have learned in my life. I have gathered a few points and I will try to explain those to all of you. The first and foremost, honestly speaking, you all must be familiar with and you all have gone through is hard work. There is nothing which can be an alternative of hard work. You know, these days there is a term commonly used as smart work. It is not an alternative of hard work. Smart work, in my view, is application of hard work along with the application of your mind, along with intelligent planning. So that is the smart work. And hard work and smart work have to go along in parallel, and there can be no alternative to hard work. You have to be like a commando, you have to live like a commander. वो मुशर्रफ वाला commando नहीं, but the real commando. One has to plan his life from morning to evening and live like really a commando. What, in my view, should be the way to emerge as a leader and to be successful in life. Whatever you are doing, you must have passion and you have a commitment towards achieving whatever you have. So hard work, in my view, is the foremost and the very first lesson which everyone should keep in mind as no alternative. Second thing is setting a goal and direction for your life. You see, setting a goal and direction keeps changing with time. At the moment, everyone might have a target to get a job or an occupation or a beginning in the career. So that is going to be the very first or a target of the immediate future. You have to have a target for your medium term and for your ultimate life. And this target keeps on getting adjusted as you move along in your life, as you progress in your profession and as you progress in your life. So, setting a target is very important. And I would very strongly suggest everyone to see a high target, inshallah. Try to fly high. Not, of course, losing your feet from the ground, but set a high target for your life, for the immediate future, for the medium term, and as I said, for the ultimate future. In whatever job you are going to get into, in that job, in that position, in that profession, you must set a target. Obviously, the medium term and the long term targets are defined and set after you have stepped into the immediate position, or you have achieved the immediate target you have defined, or whatever position you have got that might be different from your already identified and defined target for the immediate future. But whatever kind of start you are finally taking, you should trim and set your direction for future. And inshallah, I'm sure once a target is defined and the eyes are kept on the target, a person keeps moving towards the target. Usually accountants are dry, have spent all their lives and have spent all their time in the studies. That is usually, in usual case, the situation for most of you. But I would suggest that you should also always take time out to read some poetry, some art. Allama Iqbal, a great poet, he has given the concept that defined the 5 attributes of Shaheen for the youngsters. He defines those 5 attributes, 5 qualities, and I personally feel one must keep those in mind while setting the target of life. I try to name those 5 attributes. Shaheen, he flies at a very high altitude. He is the most fearless of the birds and flies at a level that storms pass by from at a level which is lower than his flight. Tufan uski bulandi se niche se buland lagte hain. That is the first quality of Shaheen Iqbal as defined. The second one is the foresight. He can see his prey lying on the ground from that height. That denotes the vision. He should have a foresight. This foresight also means ability to read between the lines, to have a vision. So one must have a vision like an eagle. The third quality of Shaheen Iqbal has defined is that he eats his own hunted prey. He doesn't eat something left over by others. And Vultures eat what is left over by Shaheen. Vultures get, who are usually more lethal and larger birds than an eagle, but they eat what is left over by Shaheen. So that is the fourth quality. Shaheen doesn't store food. Risk ज़ख़ीरा नहीं करता, जो बुल्ले शाह ने भी शायरी में कहा है. This is also a quality of Shaheen. And the final one, he lives alone. पहाड़ों की चट्टानों पर रहता है, किसी पर डिपेंडेंट नहीं होता, किसी फैमिली या अपने झुंड के साथ नहीं रहता, अकेला रहता है पहाड़ों की चट्टानों पर. So these are the 5 qualities which Iqbal has time and again and again in his poetry, defined at various occasions. And honestly speaking, I would strongly recommend that these must be kept in mind while defining the target for one's life. I don't want to confuse you to define a sort of illusionary or a hypothetical target, but from immediate future, once you have taken stand, you must trim whatever you had already in mind and set a target which is really high and which is of the sort which Iqbal has attempted to define in his poetry. The third lesson is commitment. Commitment with the goal, commitment with the objective. जो शौक और इश्क की बात अगेन पोइट्री में इकबाल ने की है कि इश्क जब अपने आप को अपने मकसद के साथ इश्क होगा. यूजुअली इन आवर पोइट्री ऑफ द सब कॉन्टिनेंट इश्क और शौक तो यूजुअली वो गुलो लाला के इश्क की बात की जाती थी, बट इकबाल गेव ए न्यू डायरेक्शन टू दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. You must have a passion to achieve whatever you have defined. शौक, इश्क, passion, मैं समझता हूँ all these words probably has some same origin, and one must have a passion to achieve whatever he has identified. शौक की बात again बड़ी जगह, बहुत सारी जगह इकबाल ने अपनी शायरी में की है. तो क्या कहता है? तू राह नवर्द शौक है, मंजिल न कर कबूल, लैला भी हम नशी हो तो महफिल न कर कबूल. तू राह नवर्द शौक है, मंजिल न कर कबूल, लैला भी हम नशी हो तो महफिल न कर कबूल. ए जूए आम बढ़ के हो दरिया कुंदुदेस, साहिल तुझे अता हो तो साहिल न कर कबूल. This is the concept which I am trying to explain. Live like a commando. अपने मकसद के साथ इश्क करें, शौक के साथ. शौक और इश्क की जो बात है, जब इश्क की बात आती है तो फिर अकल पीछे रह जाती है. वो भी इकबाल ने अपनी शायरी में कही है, हम लोगों ने देखा है. क्या कहता है? पुख्ता होती है अकल मसलहत, पुख्ता होती है अगर मसलहत अंदेश हो अक्ल, इश्क हो मसलहत अंदेश तो है खाम अभी. पुख्ता होती है अगर मसलहत अंदेश हो अक्ल, इश्क हो मसलहत अंदेश तो है खाम अभी. बेखतर कूद पड़ा तुझे गुमरूद में इश्क, अक्ल है महवे तमाशा है लगे काम अभी. So commitment with the objective, अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव के साथ, केयरफुली डिफाइंड ऑब्जेक्टिव के साथ इश्क, शौक और पैशन, वही आपको ले जाएगा. मैं अक्सर मिसाल देता हूँ, एक क्रिकेटर जब ग्राउंड में ही हैज टू कैच ए टॉल शॉट, what is required is to keep his eyes on the ball, and his legs and his arms automatically take him right under the ball. If he blinks, if there is sunlight or something which makes him lose the vision, the target is lost. So the lesson is, you must always keep your target in your sight. Continuous targeting the goal will inshallah take you to the goal without inshallah any hindrance or interruption. So this is a major lesson which I have seen in my life. Then there are many things. One must not compromise on the values. One must always strive for excellence. Always go very well prepared in the meetings. You see, whenever you are going for discussion, negotiation or whatever, Preparation is the key. I remember I used to play chess in my younger days. Up to वक्त नहीं मिलता. And people used to say that a chess player can see 5 or 10 moves ahead. How the other side is going to respond to whatever you are going to propose, and what other options you will have. What options or what preparation do you have against possible moves from the other side? So these things do apply every day in the discussions, in the meetings you all inshallah will be having while exercising your job or your responsibilities as being a chartered accountant. It is not just making debit and credit entries. You all are going to be tested for your managerial skills ahead of being tested for your accounting skills. Communication skills are very important. You are going to lead a team, as I said. You are going to start your career, inshallah, from a high pedestal. One very important thing is one must manage his response, his character, his life. You see, this so-called benefit of starting from a higher level creates a difficult situation for the person. You all are going to be prone to a situation where you will be seen as a different person by your friends, your family members. I have seen parents saying, "Iska to dimag kharab ho gaya." This is something which happens to a person who achieves something really great. And the way we all are, mashallah, showing you the direction in the future for the times to come. This situation can create a sort of arrogance or a sort of situation versus your old friends of childhood, your family members, your very close family members, even with your parents. You must not forget that humility and humbleness is the real tool to rise in life. You must not get into a situation where people start seeing you as an altogether different. You must not forget about your roots, and you must not allow your feet to get lifted from the ground while you are inshallah going to fly high in your lives. So these are very important lessons, and I would not like to take too much of the time. I would like to again thank you, Jafar Saab, and everyone here for listening to what I have to say tonight. Thank you very much.